What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 4 of the Madden 22 Detroit Lions realistic rebuild. If you tuned in to part 2, or part 3, I should say, it was a down year. We had the number 2 overall pick. Dan Campbell out as coach. We're coming in, taking over this team, this Lions team. Also, no DeAndre Swift. We were dead last in the league when it came to running the ball. We franchise tagged him because I didn't want to commit to him long term. And what we ended up doing was trading him in the draft. And by accident, me not remembering who the hell is in my division, we actually traded him to the Chicago Bears, helping him out. But they helped us out, giving us an extra first round pick. And I'm going to show y'all what we did with those first round picks. Also, I think I might have jinxed myself because, like I said, year 2, I think we peaked when we had double-digit wins and we made the playoffs. But when it comes to the other seasons, we were the number 1 overall pick first year, number 2 overall pick the past season and the third season, and then the second season we made the playoffs. So we kind of had the best of both worlds so far. But like I said, this rebuild will go down as a win just because we made the playoffs in year 2 with the Lions. But with all that being said, let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and meet this roster and see what we did with those picks. Looking at the quarterback position, Rod Hanks, still our young franchise quarterback, had an okay season last season. And with all these offensive weapons that we got around him, I expect him to have a big jump in year 3 as our quarterback 1. We brought in Tim Boyle. No more Jared Goff as our backup quarterback as he's moved on to a different team. Now, like I said, we did trade DeAndre Swift. He was just not cutting it, bro. He couldn't even get one 100-yard rushing game last season, and the offensive line isn't even that bad. So we moved on from him. He's a Chicago Bear. We brought in Marlon Mack in the preseason because we do need like a running back too. But Jaren Hampton, we saw him in the draft. We liked him. The draft class was very deep at running back, but we took the one that I was most comfortable with taking. This is the guy I wanted, so we went with him. He's very balanced. He can do it all. He can catch. He can run. Got a little power to him. He's going to be our 3-down back, our starting back. Jaren Hampton, hopefully he can get 1,000 yards. Hopefully he can rush for at least 100 yards once in a while. That's all I'm asking. Still got Jamar Jefferson here, Charles Austin from last season. We took this guy also in the draft, double-dipped at running back. This guy's going to be more of like a return guy with that 93 speed. Fullback still got Mr. David Jackson. And the receiver, this is like my favorite position on the team so far. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who got bumped down to wide receiver 2 last season, was in the slot. He got superstar dev. We have another superstar dev on the team, Will Anderson, who we got in the same draft with our quarterback. He is superstar dev. Scotty Miller, who we signed last season, really didn't do much the first season, but we kind of had a down year from the whole team. But hopefully Scotty Miller can make a jump and get superstar dev so we can have 3 superstar dev receivers. And I'm very surprised that Madden actually let me keep the dev traits. So shout out to Madden. They only robbed me like one time. Still got Josh Reynolds here on the team. Good wide receiver 4. He made the Pro Bowl, I think, 1 year as a punt returner. And then we got those guys down there below them. TJ Hawkinson, still at tight end. Hammond, who he took under his wing during the preseason last season. They rewarded me with the dev trait. And I should have bit my tongue when I said Madden has been robbing me because he got that dev trait in the preseason. And look, he's back down to normal. But I'm okay with it. He's just our tight end, too. We brought back Jared Pinkney because he had a touchdown and 100 yards last season as our 3rd tight end. So he chipped in a little bit and gave us some offense. Penei Sewell didn't have a great season at left tackle, but it was his first season at left tackle for us. Jonah Jackson at guard was great. Frank Ragnow was okay. Taylor Decker was great at right guard. Still got Big V. Now, I know we saved about $8 million, $7.6 million to be exact, if we cut him or trade him, but he's been solid for us when he was the starter. And hell, he might have another chance to start because this motherfucker right here, Dwight Richardson, did not have a great season, but his rookie season, he didn't play. So last season was technically his rookie season. So we're going to give him another shot this season. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And he's going to start again this season. And if he's not balling, not doing his thing, not blocking, not protecting my quarterback, not opening holes for the running game, he's going to get benched for Big V or James Hurst here, who we just brought in. Then we got Brian Bush. Now, this guy was a top 5 projected pick in the draft. Kind of like the draft before that. I was like, None of these guys look like they're worth a top 5 pick. I thought about trading down again. I didn't want to do that back-to-back drafts. So we stuck with our pick at number 2 overall. We took Brian Bush. Hidden dev, could be an X Factor, could be superstar. I was surprised with the low overall because there were guys that were better than him in the draft that other teams picked after our pick. But we took him. He was a left outside linebacker. We moved him to left end to fit our scheme. Hopefully he is a baller. We took another defensive end, Tremaine Ashmore. Still got Elijah Hutchinson there. And then one of our big free agent signings, DeMarcus Lawrence, Tank Lawrence. We brought him in thinking that we were going to get him and Derrick Henry. But we moved DeMarcus Lawrence over to right end to fit the scheme. Still got Zariki there backing him up. And then probably one of my best draft picks of all time, Jackie Wallace. He was a superstar dev when we took him. Had a Pro Bowl season, defensive rookie of the year, and going into his second season, he got bumped up to X Factor. Madden didn't rob me. Salute to Madden. Yeah, we got a superstar X Factor defensive tackle just like that. Still got McNeil, still looking for a partner for Jackie Wallace, as McNeil hasn't been great when it comes to rushing the passer. He had like 10 TFLs, but I want somebody like on Jackie Wallace's level. We brought in Quentin Jefferson to be like our third defensive tackle. Jason Short, who was our defensive end, he was our right end last season, but we moved him back to left outside linebacker to see if he can play there. I think we drafted him as a left outside linebacker, so moving him back to his natural position, as we did lose Romeo and Julian Okwara. Still got Austin Bryant, been great for us on special teams. Still got Bobby Okereke going into his second season, and Derek Barnes going into his fourth season. Justice Paris, who was another first-round pick for us last season at right outside linebacker. And then Jeff Okudah, past 2 seasons, been great. He's had 8 picks the past 2 seasons. Aurorier, who's been our second cornerback. And then Melifanu, who's been like our 4th cornerback, but now he has another chance in his contract year to get that cornerback 3, get those cornerback 3 reps. But secondary, when it comes to secondary, we need to address the secondary. We need probably 2 cornerbacks if Aurorier doesn't work out, Melifanu doesn't work out. Jeff Okudah's been great, but we need probably 1 or 2 cornerbacks. We did draft this guy, we drafted this guy and this guy last year, but we need a solid starter. Free safety. Casey's been great for us since we brought him in, but he's only going to keep regressing. We do got these 2 guys behind him, but like secondary, we need a solid starter. And then strong safety, Tracy Walker, gonna regress just like Casey. Parker had 2 picks last season. He was great. Brady Breeze was out for like 38 weeks. He's probably gonna get cut this preseason. So when you look at the secondary, strong safety, free safety, and corner, all positions of need. And then probably defensive tackle 2, maybe running back 2. But those are the other positions we're gonna focus on. Kicker, Patterson. I didn't like what he did last season. So we did bring in Rich Dickerson, a second-year kicker who has star dev. We saw him sitting in free agency. I want to see what he did with the Bucs last season. Only missed 2 field goals. So if he can be efficient for us, they're going to compete for the starting job in preseason, but we're probably going to go at Rich Dickerson and then Jack Fox at punter still. And then we actually need new team captains. I'm actually going to name our St. Brown. I'm going to say, you know what? Let's do Jeff Okudah. He's been great the past 2 seasons. And then I would say maybe St. Brown. And if we have one more spot available, which I think we should, I would go Rod Hanks, quarterback. Actually, we don't. So St. Brown, Jeff Okudah, congratulations on being named team captains. But that is the squad going into the preseason. Let's go ahead and simulate to see what we can do. Now, we lose the first preseason game. Not really worried about that too much. Let's see what we do against the Patriots in the second game. We actually lose that game as well. And then let's go ahead to the depth chart, see if we have any position battles going on. I don't think we have any at running back. Marlon Mack could be a fine running back, too, for us. We know who our wide receivers are, our offensive line. Our linebackers, we know who they are. Yeah, so we really don't have no positions. I mean, kicker, I guess you could say. Let's put Patterson in, see what he can do, but probably going to go with Rich Dickerson. Love the name. But let's go ahead and simulate the last preseason game against the Jacksonville Jaguars and see how we do as we go 0-3. Now, that's actually might be good luck for us to not win a preseason game, or it could be bad. Could be signs of things to come. But Tim Boyle actually wasn't bad. He can remain our quarterback too. Rod Hanks throwing a couple of picks. Better he get it out the way now in the preseason than regular season. Running back Jaren Hampton averaged 4 yards per carry, 141 yards, 35 attempts, 2 touchdowns. That's what I like to see. Marlon Mack wasn't that bad. Jamar Jefferson had a touchdown. Scotty Miller was great. He's probably going to be in the slot this season. Josh Reynolds finding a way to keep making the team. Panay Sewell gave up 3. Bryant, DeMarcus Lawrence, Jackie Wallace, Parrish, all with sacks. Melifonu with a pick. Parker, Warrior, all with picks. Dickerson actually did miss, but Patterson did not attempt a kick. Inside the 24 times for Jack Fox, and no special teams touchdowns. That's fine, though. That's fine. Let me go ahead and... Oh, my daughter just woke up. One moment. So we go 0-3 in the preseason. And now we have to cut 11 players. So when you look at the quarterback position, or running back, I should say, we have a ton of them. So I think, yeah, that's right. Bayless can go. Griffin, I like as a special teamers. Trust, I think Jefferson. We'll keep Jefferson. We'll keep Charles Austin. We have a ton of receivers. I think with these two guys down here, we'll go ahead and move them to the practice squad. We'll move Tyron Hatchett to the practice squad. And then we should be fine at receiver. Offensive line, we should be fine. I like Hutchinson. Really, I don't want to cut really none of these guys. We have a lot of defensive tackles. Kyle Bennett, he can go and get released. Quentin Ellerby can go ahead and get released or move to the practice squad. And then Kelvin Matthews can go ahead and get moved to the practice squad. That way we have 4 defensive tackles. Our left outside linebackers, middle linebacker, right outside linebackers should all be good. We do have a lot of cornerbacks, but a lot of young guys. But Jerry Jacobs, he's been here 3 years. He can go ahead and get cut. He's not really developing. Free safety, we have a bunch. And Brady Breeze, with that injury last season, gone for the whole season before the season even started, he can go. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Riley Patterson. We're going to believe in the kicker that we spent money on in free agency. And I know that wasn't 11 people that got cut. So we're going to have to, let's see, make some more cuts here. I guess Hutchinson probably can go. But he's big. You know what? He's big enough. Let's move him to defensive tackles. He's 6'3", 316 pounds. He should be able to... That's right, baby. He should be able to move inside. He does go down. You know what? We're just going to cut him or move him to... You know what? We'll move him back to left end and put him on the practice squad. Yeah, we'll move him back to left end, and we will put him on the practice squad. And then we'll take a look at how many more people that we might have to cut. It is only one player, so let's make this quick. As we let's see, we have a safety. Let's do Mike Cox. He was on the team last season. He really didn't develop that much. We did draft another free safety here in Kevin Manuel. And let's see if Kevin Manuel could be the successor to DeMonte Casey. I also want to check out the free agencies for week 3 because they are a little bit different. You know, some people do get cut. And I wanted to look at running backs, see if there's anybody there a little bit better than Marlon Mack. Not really. So we'll stick with Marlon Mack, but we got our team ready for the regular season. Let's go ahead and upgrade the players, adjust the lineup, reorder the depth chart the way we like it, not the way Madden likes it, the way we like it, and get on with year 4 as we try to make the playoffs once again with the Detroit Lions. Sounds impossible, but we've done it before. We've done the impossible already. Hanks as our quarterback 1. We're actually going to go Hampton as our running back 1 with Marlon Mack, Jefferson, and Austin backing him up. David Jackson. Why would Hampton be the backup fullback at 187 pounds? I don't know what Madden is thinking. We're going to go with Pinckney. And then receiver. We're going to go with St. Brown over Anderson this season. Anderson as a wide receiver 2. Then Scotty Miller. Tight end T-Hawk. Panay Sewell. Jonah Jackson. They got Hurst there. Actually, don't mind that. Center, got Pulley, right guard, Big V, right tackle, Hurst. Yeah, I like that. I like that. But what we could do here at this position, we could go Hurst, and then at left guard, we can go with Big V. That way, Hurst and Big V are kind of like our extra linemen that we sub in. I don't know why they keep doing this, but I want Bush as the left end. And then on the right, it should be Tank Lawrence. Ozariki backing him up. Wallace, McNeil, Quentin Jefferson. And then I guess Ashmore, the rookie. He's 300 pounds short. Okereke, Barnes, Parrish, Bowie, Okuda, Warrior, Malafanu. That's fine. Manuel, AJ Parker. Boom. We should be good. Special teamers. They have Arthur Woodward, Lions, Austin, or Irons, I should say. Austin, Shepard, Hampton. Punt returner, I'm probably going to make Will Anderson. He's our wide receiver 2 this season. And then, actually, this Griffin dude, we drafted him to be a returner. So instead of, you know what? Let's put him as our backup punt returner. And then kickoff starter will be Jack Fox. Long snapper will be Frank Ragnell. I'm actually thinking about putting Big V. You know what? Let's leave it the same the way it is. And then third down back will be Hampton. Power back will be Hampton. Slot receiver will be Scotty Miller. And then we'll put St. Brown and Will Anderson there. Left end, they have Lawrence. But Bush would be better on the left. So let's go with Bush. I guess we could go Parrish, I guess, right there. And then on the right, we can go, they have Jason Short. So our linebackers are kind of like pass rushers, but I want to go Tank Lawrence. Austin Bryant, I guess, is fine. Onzariki. Guess we could put Onzariki over here on this side. Boom. And then D tackle will be Jackie Wallace. They have Quentin Jefferson. No, we're going to go with McNeil and Onzariki. Sub linebacker will be Bobby Okereke. Barnes. No, I want Jason Short. And then slot cornerback should be Melifanu, McDowell, and Woodard. So that's fine. That's the team going into year 4, week 1. Let's see who we kick off the season against. It will be the Jacksonville Juggernaut Jaguars, as we are 80 overall. That's an 80 defense, 85. Actually, it just changed. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But 80 overall, 75 defense, 85 offense. So when you look at it, our offense is high powered enough for us to win some games. But when it comes to defense, we need some work. I'm going to say I'm the first year head coach, number 1 overall pick, or number 2 overall pick last season, damn near number 1 overall. I'm going to say about 6 wins. We only had 3 wins last season. 3 more wins would be good progression, I guess. So I'm going to say about 6 wins. So 4 to 6 wins. Would that be 4, 5, 6? We're going to commit to that. We don't want to get fired. We want to come back at least for the final year. And let's go ahead and look at the college players that will be in the draft next season. As I see a receiver that we don't need lineman really. We could take guard if we let go of Taylor Decker. But I'm looking more so at secondary, defensive tackle, and backup running back. I see a couple of cornerbacks there in the top 10, actually 3 in a row. Gamble, Canty, and Hurst could take one of those guys. But let's go ahead and simulate week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We are at home. Let's see if we can pick up a victory there in Detroit at Ford Field. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this season, especially on the offensive side. As we lose 20-3, bro. 20-3 to kick the season off. My first game as coach. 20-3, bro. We ran the ball a little bit better. Now we can't pass the ball all of a sudden. We turned the ball over, 1 third down conversion. Terrible game. Terrible game from Rod Hanks in the offense. Trevor Lawrence had a touchdown against us. Not bad for his debut, 44 yards for our running back. But yeah, not a great showing. Not a great showing at all. Tank Lawrence with the sack. Tyson Campbell picked us off, and Rich Differs. I don't know what it is, but every time I have like a star dev kicker, they underperform. And then when I have like a normal dev kicker, they don't miss. So maybe we should have stuck with Patterson. But, it's one game. It's one kick. So I'm not going to overreact to it. But now we have the 1-0 Texans on the road. Let's see if we can bounce back from that loss. I swear, if we give up more than 40 points multiple times this season, I should have fired the defensive coordinator. That's what I should have did. But we're running the ball a little bit better. Same passing yards from both teams, but now we're turning the damn ball over. It was 21-7 in the first quarter, 28-14 going into halftime, and we just played catch up from then. But 5 touchdowns for Deshaun Watson. Rushing is a little bit better. Hampton was the right pick. Anderson, 93 yards and the touchdowns. Nico Collins had 4 touchdowns. We definitely need help in the secondary. Scotty Miller was just okay. But Jackie Wallace and Short doing it once again, 2 years in a row. Warrior with a pick. And our defense, man. Our offense is good enough. It's the defense, man. Giving up 45, bro. 4 touchdowns to Nico Collins. It just speaks for itself. We need help in the secondary. And look at that. Projected to pick at number 2 once again. They have us taking a left tackle. But I don't think I'm going to pick one of those top 5 guys. It's always a top 5 position of a position that I don't need. But we get a couple of guys back from injury, a couple of backups, backup running back, backup right outside linebacker. We saw the mock draft. Let's see if we can beat the Bears, who gifted DeAndre Swift to. This is his revenge game. But let's see if we can stuff him, because he couldn't run for us. And look at that. 17-14, we get our first win of the season in Chicago against DeAndre Swift and the Bears. And look at that. Look at that. It was DeAndre Swift. They only had 55 rushing yards as a team. We had over 100 yards rushing. We shut their passing game down, too. Great on third down, 2 fourth down conversions, touchdown for Rod Hanks. And would you look at that? DeAndre Swift, yes, he had a touchdown. but 35 yards. Both of our running backs, and Marlon Mack and Hampton, had more yards than him. Yes, we won the trade. I wasn't so dumb, huh? St. Brown, 100 yards. Anderson, Scotty Miller with a touchdown. Frank Ragnow gave up a couple of sacks. But Tank Lawrence and Wallace with some sacks. Bobby Okereke with a pick. Every time I sign a star dev kicker, they do this shit. He missed 2 field goals. And shout out to, well, not shout out, but damn, what a game for Brett Kern. 5 punts all inside the 20. But man, we need to make our field goals. And I'm kind of shocked my receivers aren't really like going ham. But 0-3 Commanders, see if we can keep them winless and make them 0-4, and we can't. 21-10. I don't know what's going on. We couldn't run the ball that game. Really couldn't pass it either. Maybe I need to put Anderson back in the slot. We gave up 5 sacks. St. Brown was good. Anderson, yeah, it's not working out with Scotty Miller in the slot. Brian Bush, the rookie left end, top 5 pick, gets a pick, and then so does Jason Short, who was robbed of the dev trait. Shout out to Jack Fox inside the 23 times. Yeah, but Short went up to superstar dev, and Madden was like, you know what? Give me it back. Give me it back. But let's go ahead and we got to make some changes. After 4 weeks, passing game not really where it should be. Scotty Miller not really working out, so we're gonna go with Anderson and see if that does anything. As he killed it his rookie season when he was in the slot. TV game too against the 0-4 Falcons. Oh man, you just know, you just have a feeling Atlanta's gonna get their first win tonight against us. Oh boy. Thursday night football, and it's always Thursday night, bro. I can never get a win on Thursday nights. We couldn't run the ball, we couldn't do nothing. I don't know what's going on this season, but the quarterback they took last season, yeah, it's our secondary. 5 touchdowns against us. Still had a touchdown for Jaren Hampton. Josh Reynolds got in for some reason. Scotty Miller isn't really doing much. He's been a bad signing for us. Bobby Okereke had a lot of tackles for it with a sack, half a sack for Melifanu. Wallace. We had a pick for Tracy Walker. Dickerson is just terrible. I need to cut his ass right now and get another kicker because this shit is not working out. But we're going to stick with him. We get a practice squad player signed. Mike Cox, that's fine. He wasn't going to be our future starter free safety anyway. And William Anderson broke his goddamn toe. So with that, maybe St. Brown goes in the slot. I think so. And week 6, it's 1-4, 1-4. Something has to give. Somebody's going to be 1-5. Somebody's going to be 2-4. Hopefully, we're the team that's 2-4. Let's see if we can get a win on the road, and we do. 27-10. That kind of saves our season. We get our second win of the season. I love the victory. We ran the ball. See, we're actually running the ball a little bit better this season. That's already 2 games. We've had over 100 yards rushing. No turnovers. Great on 3rd down. Very aggressive on 4th down. Touchdown for Rod Hanks. 2 picks on Zach Wilson. And Hampton and Marlon Mack doing the damn thing. Hampton with the yards, Marlon Mack with the touchdowns. Our fullback, David Jackson, who had a couple of touchdowns last season, he gets a touchdown. Scotty Miller finally was good. TJ Hawkinson was okay with the touchdown. Frank Ragnow giving up a couple. 2 sacks for Tank Lawrence, a pick for Okereke and Melifanu. As their field goal kicker, Rodrigo Blankenship, misses a couple of field goals. They still would have lost anyway. But thank you, Rodrigo. And we have the 4-2 Cardinals. See if we can get a win against them. Can we get 2 wins in a row? We can't because we're not good. We're not a good football team on defense. Giving up 31 points, couple of turnovers. You know, it just when you get a couple of new superstars and a superstar X factor, you play worse. Scotty Miller's starting to wake up now. It only took an injury to the other white boy, Anderson. Richardson's having a great season at offensive line. Bush with the sack. Tank Lawrence, I think, had a sack. Punter, Jack Fox inside the 20. But man. 2-5, mock draft 2 is out. We're probably in the top 5 when it comes to draft picks. We're actually not. We're number 6. They have taking a quarterback. It's so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. There's no logic to it. We have our guy at quarterback, but we do have a breakout player scenario. Could be Scotty Miller. Had 100 yards. It says running routes. It's usually the receiver. It is Scotty Miller. Let's see if we can get him to a superstar dev. That would be perfect. But let's make him in the slot. Actually, no, we're going to leave it the same. He just had 100 yards. It is a division game. Now, we're only 2 games behind the Packers. If we beat the Vikings, I think we move into second place, or we remain in third place. But the division is not lost. There's still a chance that we could turn this season around. Still not early, but week 8, mid-season. We still got a chance, especially if we win this game here on the road. And we actually do by field goal 20-17 to get our 3rd win of the season. We already have as much wins as we had all of last season. We outrushed them. We outpassed them. No turnovers. Shut them down on 3rd down. Touchdown, no picks. We did give up 5 sacks. That quarterback from the same class finally gets a chance to start after they had Aaron Rodgers last season. But man, we had 4 different running backs, well, including Rod Hanks, with 20 yards at least. So I guess that equals almost to 80 yards. Even St. Brown had a carry for 4 yards. T-Hawk, 86 yards, a touchdown for St. Brown. Panay Sewell giving up a couple of sacks. Tank Lawrence with a sack. Jason Short, McNeil, Malafanu, and a pick for A.J. Parker. He's been killing it as our backup safety. That's 3 picks in 2 seasons as our backup strong safety. Depth matters. But we do have a breakout player scenario that was Scotty Miller, and he did not get it done. Because why would he? Yep, why would he? As we get William Anderson back from injury, and I think I'm going to put my boy William Anderson back in the slot. But yeah, Scotty Miller probably going to go off this game, as they usually do that the game after when they fail. Oh my God, man. What's up with us drafting these injury-prone ass niggas, bro? I don't know, but let's go ahead and damn. Now we got to run with Marlon Mack. But let's take a look at we'll upgrade the players real quick and check out any dev traits that we might have revealed. I think the only one is probably our running back. I forgot Brian Rush also, the guy we picked number 2 overall. Hopefully he's a superstar. Probably star. Oh my God, so close. And our running back, Jaren Hampton. Now, he's not going to fit the scheme as a power back, so we're not really going to worry about that too much. But let's check out, see what he is. I know he's not an X factor. He's not revealed yet. How? He's starting, bro. He's doing all 3 downs. Come on, man. Get real, Madden. But St. Brown definitely getting a new contract. I'm actually fine with that. He didn't ask for more money. I appreciate him. Jeff Okudah has been great for us. He's going to get a 4-year deal as well. Boom. Got him locked in. McNeil, the contract year, hasn't done much. Great age. Okay overall. But nah, I'm not buying into that. But everybody else going to have to wait. Everybody else is going to have to wait. Especially Taylor Decker. Don't know how much he's going to regress. But we got St. Brown, got Jeff Okudah. The 2 new team captains getting paid. But let's see if we can beat The San Francisco 49ers get our second straight win, and we lose by a touchdown. Up and down season. Win one, you lose one, but you live to fight another day. But we're not putting up a fight. 2 touchdowns for Hanks. Both quarterbacks played great. Marlon Mack wasn't bad. St. Brown was good. The way Scotty Miller's playing and this fucking kicker, maybe we should have took that receiver that was top 5 in the draft. Didn't make sense, though, with Anderson and St. Brown. But we are at the bye week. We got our guys back. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. And hopefully we can have a strong second half of the season. Let's get Jeff Okudah to an 80 overall real quick. Really is an 81, but confidence is down right now. I don't blame him. We're losing games. But, I mean, we're 3 games behind the Packers. Be great for us to come in second place, at least second place in the division. We'll upgrade the team one more time. Have those rookies been revealed yet? I don't think so. We'll simulate one more game before we check. 3-6 Colts, 3-6 Lions. Something's got to give. Let's go ahead and simulate this game to see if we can pick up the win. And we lose by, of course, 3 points, field goal, close game, heartbreaking loss. Y'all know how it goes. But we couldn't run the ball. I don't even know if our running back is back yet. We were down 17-6 in the first quarter. Jameis threw 3 picks, still find a way to pull a win out of his ass, as we couldn't stop Jonathan Taylor. You know he always kills me. William Anderson back to form. 4 catches, 141 yards. That's that rookie season I'm talking about. Probably all we had to do was put him in the slot, because we're kind of giving up on Scotty Miller at this point. Rourier with 2 picks. Jeff Okudah with a pick. Love that from the cornerbacks. Jack Fox inside the 20 a couple of times. Might be the best player right now on our team. The damn punter. Weekly award, probably Will Anderson. It was actually Rourier. He had 9 tackles, 2 picks, 1 for a pick 6. Shout out to Rourier as we have a breakout player scenario. Might be Scott. Oh, it's Justice Parrish. Former first-round pick last season. See if we can get him to star dev, get him off that boring Brown, as we get Quentin Jefferson, Dwight Richardson back. But we do have a new injury. You know how they do us. Every time we get some guys back, they hurt somebody. Now Melifonu's gone. Now we're really weak in the secondary. But we have the 4-6 Lions. They don't have Derrick Henry anymore. He went to the Texans, and we beat them 27-10. We probably shut their running game down. Thank God Derrick Henry left. But was that a Thursday night football game? It was actually a Thursday night football game, or Thursday morning, probably overseas. That's probably why we won, because it was at 12:30. We shut their passing and their running game down. We were very aggressive on 4th down. Tim Boyle got in there, did his thing, threw a touchdown. Marlon Mack, 2 touchdowns. Where the hell is our running back? I thought he was out 3 weeks. St. Brown, Scotty Miller, Anderson. We had a half a sack. Okay, he had a TFL, 5 tackles, and a half a sack. Tank Lawrence with a half a sack. I think Rourier is balling right now. I think Parrish did enough. I think he might have did enough to get that breakout player scenario. What? What more does he have to do? Jaren Hampton back from injury. And now we have the 8-3 division leading Green Bay Packers on the road. Don't know if we can beat them. And actually, I want to see, does Rourier have a contract up? No, he doesn't. That was Onzariki. I thought that was Rourier. Probably still has a year left on his contract. But let's simulate against the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love and the Packers, and we beat them 31-24 to keep our season alive, holding on to the cliff by a fingertip as we outpassed them, as we should, with these superstar receivers and young quarterback. That's what we need to do on a nightly basis. We get our running back. Will Anderson is back to that rookie form. He's staying in the slot with St. Brown as our wide receiver one. Scotty Miller's probably going to have to go. He's not fitting well into this offense, not really doing much. But Bush and Short, I love my white boys on the D-line defense. But Rich Dickerson, he's having a great second half of the season when it comes to field goals. But we keep our season alive, 5-7. I said we wanted like at least 6 wins, and we have a breakout scenario for our quarterback trying to get him a superstar dev. Now, this would be big if he can do this. So he needs to throw 1 or fewer interceptions that have 350 scrimmage yards or 4 total touchdowns. Let's go, man. You got the receivers, you got the tight ends, you got the weapons to do it. But let's check out the dev traits for our running back. It should be revealed. It is still not revealed, probably because he got injured that one time. And then on defense, Bush, who we took number 2 overall, is nothing but a star. So I'm expecting the running back probably is going to be a star. But let's see if we can beat the Bears, who are 4-8. We're like right there with them, though. But yeah, if we win this game, Packers lose, Vikings lose, a couple games out, the number 1 spot for the NFC North, and we win. We finally win 2 games in a row. And to make it even more sweeter, I was upset that I traded DeAndre Swift to the Bears. We swept them. So we clearly won the trade, and I thought we were on a 2-game winning streak. We're on a 3-game winning streak as we hit our goal. We get 6 wins on the season. That's what I wanted. 300 yards gained. No turnovers. If he threw 3 touchdowns, don't know if he got it, but he damn sure made it close. Will Anderson is balling in the slot. Parrish gets a sack. Should have did it a week ago. Jeff Okudah, him and Warrior are balling right now. They doing their thug at that cornerback position. They still need help, though. Still need help at that position. And we are 6-7. Still 3 games behind the Packers, but definitely making a run at trying to make the wild card if we can keep this hot streak going. Looking at the NFC side, we're still not in the playoffs just yet. Commanders at that number 7 spot. Let's take a look at the standings, though, to see how far away we are from making the playoffs. When you look at the NFC, Commanders all the way down here, they're literally number 7, and then there's the 49ers and us. We have a chance to go on a run, just get a couple more wins. Let's see if our quarterback, Rod Hanks, you got to be kidding me. We're getting robbed, bro. We're getting straight up screwed with these dev traits. But we have the 5-8 Rams. I don't think they have Stafford anymore. We have a weekly award. Who would that be? Jeff Okudah with a pick 6. So Warrior and Jeff Okudah both with pick 6 this season. Secondary not looking too bad. But let's see if we can get our 4th straight win, get to 500, and we do. I don't know what the hell is going on. 4 straight wins. We got 2 division games. 2 of those 3 are my 2 favorite teams in the Vikings and the Seahawks. 3 straight home games. 3 straight games against NFC teams. 2 of those within the division. So all 3 of those games are going to be important. They were going to be important anyway. But 4 straight wins. We outrushed them. Outpassed them. We did have a turnover, but we are aggressive on 4th down. Let's go, man. We're turning it around. Kyle Trask on the Rams now. Scotty Miller. Let's go. T-Hawk. Will Anderson. St. Brown with a 20-yard bomb. We abused David Edwards. 2 sacks for Tank Lawrence. Jackie Wallace. Parrish. 2 for 2. Dickerson has been great the second half. Maybe he just needed to warm up. Those were warm-up kicks the first half of the season. Had to get his leg right. Had to get new to our system and how we do things. Bobby Okereke back available. Now we got the Packers, who we already beat once. We swept the Bears. We have a chance to sweep the Packers. All right. Let's get his accuracy up, because I think he has power. Yeah, let's get his accuracy up. Needs to be more accurate. Stop missing. But I want to see if the running back. Damn. It's probably a star. We'll take a look at it, though. And he is a star. Yeah, so 2 stars with our hidden devs. But 4-game winning streak. We're at 500. We're second place in the division. Let's see if we're in the playoff hunt. We are still not. I think we're right behind the Giants and the Commanders. But we're in command. The Saints, Cowboys. Yeah, we have a great chance to make the wild card. All we got to do is win these couple of games. Now we got the Packers. We're at home, so we have a great chance to sweep them. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, my gosh. Am I about to take the Lions back to the playoffs in year 4? My first year as coach. 5-game winning streak. We swept the Packers now. We swept the Bears. I think we beat the Vikings. So if we beat them here, we will have swept our whole division, bro. We shut their running game down. This team is starting to gel second half of the season, looking like a completely different team. We were 2-5 at one point. Marlon Mack has been a great pickup. Scotty Miller, the white boys, Anderson. I'm sorry, Scotty Miller. I doubted you. He's starting to come along now. The kicker's starting to come along. Bush and Short, my other pair of white boys, starting to come along with Wallace. Okuda and the Warrior have been balling in the pick sixes. Rich Dick, not missing. And the Detroit Lions, 5-game winning streak, 8-7, have a chance to sweep the whole division. Looking at the playoff picture, we are number 7. We have a chance to sweep the division. Let's sweep the division, get the brooms, get the dustpan. We fucking lose by a field goal away, 3 points away from sweeping the whole division. And now it's up to us to beat my team, the Seahawks, to possibly send us to the playoffs. We had a turnover that probably costed us the damn game. Kellen Mond. Dalvin Cook, it was a Dalvin Cook game. We couldn't stop him. Will Anderson is back. He's staying in the slot. We abuse Christian Darrisaw. Tank Lawrence is having a great season for us. And it's just Dalvin Cook. He was the difference. And now, I don't know if we're still in the playoff picture. Had a great chance to sweep the division. We are actually still currently number 7. So we're in with a win. I think the Seahawks, now this is where it gets complicated. I don't know if the Seahawks need a win to get in. We definitely need a win to get in. Maybe if we lose and a couple of teams lose, maybe we still get in. Let's see if we actually clinch. We have not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seahawks have clinched. We're 6. And then behind us is the Saints, 49ers, Eagles, Vikings, who split with us, Giants, football team, Cowboys, all 7-9. Yeah, we just need to go ahead, win this game, send us to the playoffs. Oh, my God, a game out. If we would have won last week and the Packers lose this week, we had a chance to win the division. But, yeah, let's go ahead and just control our own destiny, win this game. Seahawks are already in, so they got nothing to play for. We have everything to play for. We win, we're in. Back to the playoffs after having a 3-win season. A slow start to this season. Can we do the impossible And ladies and gentlemen, I have taken the Detroit Lions to the playoffs 2 times in the past 4 seasons. Coming off of a 3-win season where we had the number 2 overall pick, coming off this season where we started 2-5. 2-5. Let's go, bro. But it came with a risk, and we lost Melifanu and Quentin Jefferson. Not too bad, but 2 pieces on defense. Our third D tackle and our third cornerback. I want to look at that game though. Seahawks 28-3. And look how we finished the season, bro. Look how we finished the season. Yeah, we took that L to the Colts. It was by a field goal, so close. And then look at that. Went on a tear, and then lost by a field goal, and then win by 5 points against the Seahawks. 5-1 in our division. Same rushing yards, almost the same passing yards, same third down conversion, same everything. But 4 touchdowns for Rod Hanks. That's great. He played his best game all year, 22 of 29, going into the playoffs. Hampton, 72 yards rushing. Anderson, probably should have had him in the slot last season, but I mean, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown up to superstar, so it was worth it. 2 touchdowns for him, St. Brown. Speaking of the devil. A sack for Tank Lawrence, a pick for Jeff Okudah. He has been balling, bro. They need to give him his superstar dev back. Give him his superstar dev back. But looking at our team rankings, we were 26 in points per game, 17 in passing yards. Rushing yards, I mean, went from 32 to 28. It's progress, but still needs more work. Defensive points per game, though, 10. Defensive passing yards per game was 7th in the league. Defensive rush. So 7th in the league is actually shocking to me. I thought secondary was our biggest need going into this season, and they played lights out. So shout out to them. We have a weekly award, maybe Jeff Okudah. It's actually Rod Hanks with the 4-touchdown performance. And then let's go ahead and upgrade our players real quick before we look at the stats of the season, as we have the Arizona Cardinals first on the road. I think we can beat them, though. They are a 80 overall. We're 81. Their defense is at 80. Offense is 81. So our offense is better than their Our offense is better than their offense. Their defense is better than our defense. So who's going to show up? Our offense or their defense? Looking at the top performers, Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield, had Zeke, Dalvin, Derrick Henry, Jarvis Landry, Chris Godwin, Pierre Huggins, who the hell that is, Matt Crosby, Chase Young, TJ Watt, Caleb Farley, Marshawn Lattimore, Darius Leonard, Christian Matthews, Fred Warner, Kenneth Murray. Looking at our stacks, not bad from Rod Hanks. Okay, 28th in offense. Defense was 11th. 11th, bro. Shocking. And Will Anderson, who was hurt for 3 games with a broken thumb, had 1,100 yards, bro. He's a beast. But Hanks, great season. Good season, I should say. 28 touchdowns, okay, 2 away from 30, under 10 picks. I'll take that, and 4,000 yards, 63% completion percentage, average 248.5 yards per game, rated 98.5, 38. Good season from Rod Hanks. Good season, bounce back season. Hampton was hurt a couple of games. He's a rookie. 9 touchdowns from Marlon Mack. He helped out. No fumbles from the rookie. Longest rush of the season was 8 yards, though. Need to work on that. 3 touchdowns also for Rod Hanks. Touchdown for Austin Jackson. Will Anderson receiving. Look at this, man. Look at this. Anderson and Scotty Miller, the white boys, tied for receptions for the team. And I was talking all that shit about Scotty Miller. He almost had 1,000 yards. But Will Anderson, 12 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, and he only played in 14 games. St. Brown could have a down year. Hawk, good with the yards. But yeah, longest reception was 93 yards to Will Anderson. O-line, I mean, horrible season from Frank Ragnow and Penei Sewell. Might need to move Penei back to right tackle, but great season for Dwight Richardson. Taylor Decker, also bad season. So Jonah Jackson, I guess the offensive line in total had a bad season. Baba Okereke killed it with the tackles, 9 TFLs, no sacks, 2 picks. Justice Parrish, actually a great season for him. Short, a left outside linebacker. I like how all three linebackers had tackles and TFLs and sacks. You normally don't see that. It's usually the first two sub linebackers, but great season. But Jason Short, 5.5 sacks and a pick. Should have never been robbed of his superstar dev. Tank Lawrence, 13.5, 18 TFLs. Great signing. 3 picks for Jeff Okudah. Again, a Warrior with 4 picks. Them boys balled out. KZ, we can upgrade over. Derek Barnes, why did he have all those tackles? Did we have an injury at linebacker or something? I don't know. Tracy Walker, probably could use an upgrade over him. Jackie Wallace, probably going to get robbed of his X Factor. Probably going to get bumped down to superstar. Melifano had a pick, but he was injured on and off. Brian Bush, 3.5 non-TFLs and a pick. Parker, I love him as our backup. And then looking at the picks, I know we had a couple of pick sixes. We had forced fumbles from Tank Lawrence. We had a block for Brian Bush, the rookie, and the other rookie, Tremaine Ashmore, both rookie left ends. We had a safety from Brian Bush. We had 2 defensive touchdowns from our 2 cornerbacks. Extra pointers, 1 blocked, 1 missed, and then he only missed 5. So those early struggles, and then he turned it up, got to that 70% percentage. Longest made was a 56-yarder. He also had 3 field goals blocked. So when I saw that he was missing them, so he really only missed 2 field goals. So I apologize to Rich Dick. Inside the 2013 times, longest was 69, average 50.9, and no special teams touchdowns. Didn't mean to go to team stats, but the yearly awards MVP will go to CMC, Christian McCaffrey, Coach of the Year. Should have been us. Should have been us. And it's funny that it goes to Dan Campbell, and he's on the Texans. Gotta laugh out loud there, man. But we come in at number 7. It's my favorite number any damn way. NFC Offensive Player goes to Christian McCaffrey. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Tank Lawrence at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to that damn wide receiver that we passed on. Went to the Commanders, but Hampton at number 2. If he didn't get hurt, maybe he could have got it. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Michael Baker of the Saints. Brian Bush at 3. Best QB goes to Kyler Murray. We come in at number 8. Rod Hanks. Running back Christian McCaffrey. Receiver goes to Devontae Adams. Anderson, number 2, could go up to X Factor. Offensive lineman goes to Tristan Wirfs. Look at the Bucks. Frank Ragnow, no, I would not put him up there. But he comes in at number 9. Aaron Donald, number 1. And we had Tank Lawrence at number 3. Couple of Lions there. Micah Parsons for linebacker. DB, I should see a couple of Lions. Warrior, it goes to Marshawn Lattimore, but Warrior at number 7. Best kicker goes to Chris Boswell. And our kicker, oh yeah, he missed 5 because of the blocks. 3 blocks. Special teams kind of bad this season. But now we have the 10-7 Arizona Cardinals. It's possible that we can beat them. Now, second season when we made the playoffs, we got bounced out in the first round. Like I said, when we made the playoffs, had double-digit wins that season, this rebuild went down as a win. Now, making the playoffs a second time, especially after that season we just came off of and how we started this season and how we just finished it, it's a win. So, not going to get mad if we get bounced out. I'm cool with it. Cool with whatever. And we lose by a field goal. Maybe next year we get over the hump. But we're going to lose by a field goal. 13-14 going into the half. It was just a close game, man. They just outrushed us. We outpassed them, and we had that one turnover. The one pick probably screwed us. Kyler Murray beats us. Fullback had a touchdown. Scotty Miller and Anderson, them white boys, man, and St. Brown are going to be something to deal with next season. But Tank Lawrence, Jackie Wallace with sacks. We missed the field goal, but so did they. So same difference. And yeah, we're going home after the first round, but playoff appearance, second in the division, over 500, 9-8. I'll take it. I will take it going into year 5. We got a lot of money to spend. We got young, developing superstar players. Offense is stacked. Need to even out with the defense. Our contract just got extended. Thank you. And let's go ahead to the Pro Bowl. See if we have any Pro Bowlers. We should have some. I say maybe Jeff Okudah. Maybe Tank Lawrence. Maybe Will Anderson. It's going to be a Bucs-Chiefs Super Bowl. But looking at the Pro Bowl, Anderson, wide receiver 4. Noah Gray, really. But Jonah Jackson and Ragnow, that's 3 for us. They didn't deserve it, though. Tank Lawrence makes 4. Jeff Okuda was robbed. Warrior was robbed. But that's going to be, Austin makes 5 for us. So 5 Pro Bowlers. I'll take that. And let's see if we have any depth trait upgrades. As we get Melifonu and Quentin Jefferson back, I guess. But see if we have any upgrades. I would say Anderson, X Factor. Robbed. Second best wide receiver in the league in the NFC. Pro Bowl. Nothing. Gets you nothing. Let's go ahead and put Hampton in over there. Look at that offense. Everybody is at least a star except our fullback, but he plays like a star. On the defensive side, Tank Lawrence goes back up to superstar. Okereke goes up to superstar, and Short goes up to superstar. I'll tell you this right now. The Warrior should have went up star. Okay, Okuda should have went up superstar. Okereke and Short had it last season. They stripped him. Expect one or both of these dudes to get their shit stripped. Parrish, I feel like, could have went up star too, but got a 3 new superstars on defense. Tank Lawrence ain't gonna keep it because of his age. And let's see who wins the Super Bowl out of the Bucks and the Chiefs. And it is going to be the Chiefs 31-20 against the Bucks. Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes, Christian McCaffrey, NFL MVP, Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year, Christian McCaffrey, Matt Crosby, and then the quarterback for the Browns, Ben Ramirez, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to free safety Michael Baker of the Saints. Let's head on to the offseason. Check out Mock Draft 3. Check out the retirements. And see if we have to re-sign any more players. Looking at the mock draft 3, this is to see where we're picking, what number. We are not, thank you, in the top 5, so we don't have that stress of taking one of these dudes that's probably not worth the top 5 pick. But they have us taking a cornerback, Sean Jones out of Oregon State. I don't hate it. Let's see if he's actually good. He's a catching, so I guess he's a ball hawk. C-press. 8 hit power and 8 catching. Sign me up. Sean Jones will be a Detroit Lion. He will be a Detroit Lion. He will be a Detroit Lion. Looking at the retirements, though, Colin Kaepernick finally retires. We lose James Hurst and Spencer Pulley, 2 important backup centerpieces to this offensive line. But looking at the players ready to negotiate, Taylor Decker now did not have a good season. Offensive line, though, as a whole, did not have a good season. But he didn't make the Pro Bowl either. We have a lot of money going into year 5. Let's give him this, see if he'll take it. He wants to test free agency. I'm fine with that. Definitely need an upgrade over McNeil. Onwuzurike, don't need anymore. Casey, don't need. Melifonu was injured. Big V has been great for us. I would bring him back on that. And he wants to go play somewhere else. I don't blame him. Kind of robbed him of his starting position. Marlon Mack wasn't bad, but I think I need a better backup running back. Quentin Jefferson was banged up. Tim Boyle actually was good in the preseason and regular season, so we're going to bring him back. I know it's crazy, 58 overall. I don't care. I go off of production. And then Tim Jennings was a rookie. Bring him back at least like on a 2-year deal. We need more depth on the O-line because we lost a couple to retirement, and we might be losing Taylor Decker, so need to bring him back. And let's go ahead and simulate to the free agency period as we have $98 million to spend. It's a lot of money. It's year 5. We've made the playoffs. Trying to get over that hump, get a playoff victory. We need a backup running back. They let me keep my superstar dev traits when it comes to my receivers, so I'm happy about that. Panay Sewell keeps his. We need a right guard. Tank Lawrence got robbed of his. I told you they were going to do it. Jackie Wallace got knocked down, a superstar. Jason Short, yep, got robbed. Let's see if they knocked him all the way down to normal. No, it's at least star. Okereke, yep, knocked him back down to star. Here we go. These damn dev traits. Definitely need cornerback, but I like that. I like that cornerback in the draft. Probably will take him. And we can look to sign defensive tackle, offensive line, and safety, and running back. So that's where we're going to spend our money on. Hopefully this class is not weak. But DeAndre Hopkins is there. Justin Simmons, Kyle Fuller. Let's see. We got Jameis. Don't need no quarterbacks. Running back, Travis Etienne. Trey Sermon, Michael Carter, Chuba Hubbard, Naheem Hines, Benny Snell. Should have did this last season. Let's sign Bus Edwards. 1 year deal. Get a power back. Man, if I didn't have Scotty Miller. Need a right guard. Rashawn Slater. Man. Now, do we go after Trey Smith, who's getting big money from the Bucks, Vikings, and Jets? So we kind of like screw over the Vikings and get him. He's 5 years younger than Taylor Decker. He's 7 points higher. He's a upgrade. I say let's go after him. We got the money. Going into the final year. Let's spend the money. Try to go get Trey Smith. Man, we're not even close to the Bucks. Hell, I'll take Taylor Decker back. On a discount, though. Take him back on a discount. Get Taylor Decker back. And then comes a defensive tackle. Probably going to have to settle for Derek Nottie. He's the best available. I'll even overpay a little bit for him. So we need help at that position. Don't know if we're going to be able to get it in the draft. Yeah, we're going to have to overpay Derek Nottie, man. Oh, God, bro. I don't want to do that. But it's Fletcher Cox, Michael Pierce. I don't know. Who's that right in? Josh Sweat. Nope. Stephon Tuitt. I hate signing former Steeler players. But I'm not paying Derek Nottie that. I guess I'm going to have to sign Stephon Tuitt. Tuck my pride to the side. I hate signing Steelers players. I almost never do. Maybe it's time to do it. Stephon Tuitt, move him inside the defensive tackle. Veteran leadership there at that position. And cornerback, I'm good because we're going to draft one. Free safety. I don't want Justin Simmons or Eddie Jackson. It seems like they're always there. There's nothing that strong safety or free safety. Gotta be kidding me, right? Do we go after Richie Grant? Kendall Fuller and move him to safety? bring Darius Slay back to Detroit. That would be fun. I'm thinking maybe Kendall Fuller and that corner that we're looking at drafting, move him to safety maybe because he got that hit power. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get Kendall Fuller, Stephon Tuitt, and bring back and Gus Edwards, and then we'll bring back Taylor Decker. I'm fine with those signings. Let's do that. And hopefully we can get everybody. As we get Fuller, Gus Edwards, Taylor Decker, and of course, Stephon Tuitt would be the only person not to sign yet, as them goddamn Steelers are trying to take him back. Why? I didn't want his ass anyway. Didn't want him anyway. But Michael Pierce, Fletcher Cox are the best available. We could still try to fight for Stephon Tuitt. What would happen if we gave him just that 2-year deal? Yeah, I'm not fighting for Stephon Tuitt, man. Don't even like him because he's a Steeler. Michael Pierce, no. Fletcher Cox, no. Yeah, looks like we're shit out of luck when it comes to defensive tackle. We're going to have to hit in the draft. But I like our signings. We got Decker, Fuller, and Edwards. But we need to address defensive tackle. Still need to address, the secondary was good, but still got to draft some players. And looking at the draft board, the mock draft, Sean Jones with Kendall Fuller here, he's probably going to have to play safety for us. He got that hit power, so I know he can probably hit. Probably is a safety. And let's go ahead and I need to look at the other players, not just him. We know he's going to be a Lion if the mock draft stays the same. Let's look at the other positions that we need. Let's go to prospects. And we brought in Gus Edwards, but we're still going to look at running back. B, break tackle, C, catching, 440. B, kick return, okay. Leon Boatwright, I love the name. Let's look at John Fernandez. B, ball carrier vision, slow. A, trucking though. Nice little power back, I guess. 230. You got Frank Farrell. Now, all those running backs that came out last draft, there's not one first-round running back in this draft. Amari Drummond, B, break tackle. They all can break tackle. They're all strong, I guess. So we got this the fourth rounder, C, ball carrier vision, slow, A, stiff arm. Yeah, they're all power backs. All power backs. But that's why we signed Gus Edwards. So we're not going to look at those running backs, waste no more time on them. O-line, we're good. We could take a day 3 guy just to back up, not with that F run block, just to back up Taylor Decker for the future. Let's look at, there's no guards. There's a center here. The centers are always good. And we'll look at Mike Bryan. Definitely need defensive tackle. We could take one. Let's look at him. Dell Flowers. He looks good. If he falls to the second round, we'll take him. Any right ends or defensive ends that are like big, that we can move inside the defensive tackle, maybe. There was one guy I saw over here on the right end. Actually, a lot of first to second rounders. Not really nobody there, though. And then looking at corner, we definitely want Sean Jones. And then looking at safety, we got these guys. Ooh, we definitely should be able to get one of these guys because they're actually scouted. We'll look at them all, though. Let's look at Alexander Bell. B, hit power. It's kind of fat. A, awareness. B, catching. B, finesse. B, hit power. Alexander Bell could be a pick. So we got Cole Birch. B, hit power. A, pursuit. B, awareness. Don't got stamina, though, but we'll put him on the list anyway. We got Sidney Killings. Love the name, bro. Love the name. C, awareness. B, catching. B, play rep. B, finesse. A, injury. C, tackling. Just solid. We'll put him on the list just because of the name. So we got Travis Dell. B, hit power. B, tackling. All these dudes can hit. It's basically all these dudes can hit. Charlie Colvin. C, man coverage. B, play reg. I'm ready for the draft. Let's get on with it. Know who we're going to take first round. Probably going to look for safety for that old lineman. Don't know what we're going to do at defensive tackle, though, as we might have to sign somebody else in free agency. I really don't want to, though. We can always look at the preseason free agency. But looking at the guys that are available, I wanted Stephon Tuitt. Not really. But I'm not going to fight for him. Just not. Let's up it a little bit. $6 million. Let's leave it at that. He wants to come, he can come. I'm not going to spend no extra skill points on him. Fifth-year option. Rod Hanks. We're picking it up. And then we have another fifth-year option. I think that might be one of our linebackers. No, it's actually Will Anderson. I forgot he was in the same draft. Oh, hell yeah. We're picking that up. Delegate that. Let's go ahead and advance to next week where we'll probably get kicked out. Look at the free agency recap. Look at the final mock draft. Should stay the same, especially with our pick. But for some reason, when it comes to the mock draft 5, that's the one that usually switches up. Watch that cornerback that we're targeting. He's going to be taking like a pick before us, and then I have to fucking trade up for him. Typical Madden shit, but mock draft 5 is out. Let's see if anything changed. As I see, yeah, those cornerbacks go pretty damn quick. But yeah, see how they switched it? I mean, but it's just because we added Alexander Bell to our list. That's why. But I feel like we can get him probably in the second round. But yeah, we're going to take that cornerback and make him a safety. And we'll look at the recap just to see if anybody in NFC North did anything, made any big moves. As you saw our moves. But Vikings get Justin Simmons. Don't see the Bears making any. Oh, they actually got Ryan Kelly. I don't see the Packers making any moves. Vikings spending money to get Joe Tryon. And I want to see what the hell DeAndre Swift did with the Bears. Just want to know. I know we swept them. So we kind of won the trade. They didn't make the playoffs. But look at that. They just brought in Ramondre Stevenson. But see what he did? I love winning the trades. It looked crazy at first. Why would you trade a 24, 25-year-old running back, 84 overall? Because he's not producing. He's not producing. And he didn't produce for them. I think he got injured maybe. But let's go ahead to the draft. and get our cornerback / safety.
Next up, the Jets
Because we still have Tracy Walker, so yeah, we should be good. We get this cornerback moving to free safety. Our secondary played great last season. We can take an offensive lineman second round. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Let's see who the Jets go with. Number 1 overall offensive lineman. So yeah, let's just go ahead to our pick.
All right, on the clock
As we are at pick 20. And looking at the board, you know, there's receiver, outside linebacker, receiver. But Sean Jones just sitting here, catching, elite speed, hit power. He's 22, 6 foot, 189 out of Oregon State. We're taking him. Sean Jones, hidden dev. Let's go. Draft king. And I do want to see our other picks, because I know we swapped. I think I swapped second round pick. Fuck. Yeah, we got 2/3. Maybe we need to jump back up to the second round.
On the clock now, it's the Dolphins.
We have an early third round pick, though, at number 4.
All right, it's the Panthers.
See who falls to the second round first. As I mean, that lineman, safety.
Okay, it's the
there goes Alexander Bell.
And now on the clock,
I guess we're not going to trade up. Let's just go to our pick.
Okay, it's the Lions now.
We got an early third round pick anyway. We should be able to get a decent player right here. Should be able to get a safety. Now there's a receiver here. Want to know why he's falling? He's fast as hell. Alex Bassnight. What's up with these names? But Sidney Killins is there. Sidney Killins is available. Let's look at Johnny Peters. Beat hit power. All these guys can hit. All these guys can tackle. But he does have only C awareness. This guy actually skipped the combine. That's a kick return. There's a linebacker here. And he actually does not look bad. Rashad Harris. Where would we put him, though? We don't. That's right. We don't need him. But he could probably play the other safety position. Let's take him. Let's take him.
Who do they have?
I thought about taking the other guy. But that guy looked too good. Probably should have went with the safety on our list. But all these guys can hit. This guy has A catching, B hit power, and B pursuit. Yes, baby. I know this draft board is just garbage right now. So we're just gonna take Marquise Minor.
Now we turn to the
I probably should have went with the safety we had on our list. I don't know why I took that left outside linebacker. He looked like a strong safety that I could move. But I probably should have just went with the guy that was on our list. But it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna look at a receiver, see if we can add more firepower to this offense. Not with D release. Could sim out the rest of the draft. I know we need a defensive tackle. It's like the one position that we do need. But this guy, C play red, C block shedding, D hit power, F tackling. Lamar Grant, C tackling, not bad. B hit power. Let's take him. Lamar Grant. We're not going to find a better defensive tackle. I know this draft board sucks. It's trash. But we got the player that we wanted anyway. So I'm not really, not going to worry too much about that left outside linebacker that we took. Probably shouldn't have took him. Could move him to safety, though. I don't know why I just didn't take that down safety. I hate when I do that. I have a player on the list, he falls to us, and then boom, I don't even take him. This guy's a break tackle, 5'10", 200 pounds, runs a 4.45, and he can catch. Let's take Craig
All right,
Woodson.
it's the Browns now on the clock.
And I'm thinking maybe receiver.
All right, on the clock now, the Lions.
And maybe a quarterback, too. Got Tim Boyle. How long is Tim Boyle, 58 overall, going to play good in the preseason? Look at some of these Look at some of these guys, the guys that are projected to go undrafted. Could be some hidden gems down here. That guy was terrible. Let's look at this guy again. Donnell Darby, C catching traffic, C release. Now, the D catching is bad, but can't block either. Let's take him.
The Browns are now on the clock.
What? Come again? Come again. I looked at his skills and I said, oh, he can't run block. He can't block. C release, that's okay. D catching, he can't catch for shit. Projected to
The
go
Dolphins now on the
undrafted.
clock.
Hidden dev. Let's go, man. Look at this. D catching, D's spectacular catch, F run block. All we knew was the stamina was B, catching traffic was C, release was C. If y'all was looking at that player, y'all would have been like, I'm
And the
not taking him.
Panthers
Got
on the
that F
clock
run
now.
block. Got
Let's see
that D
what
catch.
direction they go.
D spectacular catch. Oh, hidden dev. We just added another receiver to this high power offense. In the 6th round, bro. 6th round. And with our last pick,
Okay, it's the Lions now on the
I took a
clock.
running back, I took a receiver, I took a safety, I took a corner, I took a defensive tackle. We need to go offensive line. Forgot we need more depth there. Let's see if we can find like a center or something that can move over to guard maybe. Center is like the easiest position to draft. Now that D impact blocking, B run block power, but everything else is F. Let's look at right guard. C pass block. That's something. Let's look at Torrey Rose. A impact blocking, but F awareness. I might take him. I'm taking him. The A impact blocking. Let's take him.
And the Browns on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go in.
He sold me with that A that A impact blocking. But looking at the draft, I don't like that first, 3rd round pick. I probably should have just took the damn safety that was on my list. But other than that, when I look at the draft, we just got the one player we wanted any damn way. So yeah, Sean Jones was the pick. Gonna move him to free safety. He should be able to play it. Look at that. He's a beast, man. Sean Jones, and he got that number 1 on his jersey. Yeah, he already know he raw. Maynard and Harris, Grant kind of missed on those. The receiver was a hidden dev. But let's look at. I'm gonna look at that safety I missed out on that I did not take. That was on my list. And looking at it, Alexander Bell, 25, hidden dev. He's a good player. But I want to look at what's his name. Hope he was sorry. Look at this 4th round pick from the Steelers, 70 overall, but normal. Man, this is good though. This is good. The more I don't see his name, He was a strong safety. Oh, this is making me feel so much better. Still don't see his ass. I still don't see him. He was trash. Was it Sidney Killings? Boosie, shut the hell up. I think it was Sidney Killings. So he was a 67 overall. So yeah, we really didn't miss out on much. So taking that left outside linebacker wasn't too bad as much as I thought it was. But we did the impossible once again, making the playoffs with the Detroit Lions and going into year 5, Super Bowl or nothing. If our defense, especially our secondary, can play how they did last season, and our offense can click how they clicked towards the end of that season and send us to the playoffs, we might be able to make some noise. But that'll wrap it up for part 4 until the next episode.